Magandang araw po muli mga kapatid. At salamat muli sa inyong pagsama sa isang muling pagkakataon na ang bahagi ng salita ng ating Panginoon ay ating mararanasan at mapapatunayan mula sa kanyang mga gintong aral. Gintong aral ng paalaala at pagpapala ng kanyang pagmamahal sa buhay ng bawat isa. Patuloy tayong sinasabihan ng ating Panginoon, magpakatatag at patuloy na magtiwala sa kanyang banal na pangalan. Kagaya po ng sinasabi sa Deuteronomy chapter 31 verse 6. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them. For the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. There is a story of a family whose house caught fire. As each parent tried to grab a few belongings and a child's hand to get out of the house as quickly as possible, the little daughter who was holding the father's hand broke free from his grip and ran upstairs to get her teddy bear. However, when trying to come down again, she found that she was trapped by the overwhelming flames. She therefore ran to the upstairs window and shouted for her father's help. The father shouted back to her, "Jump down, honey, I will catch you." Since she could not see her father clearly through the smoke, the little girl cried, "I'm scared to jump, Daddy. I can't see you." Her father replied, "Don't worry, honey. You just jump. I'm right under you and I will catch you. Although you can't see me, I can see you." Mga kapatid, madalas sa buhay natin, lalong higit sa kaguluhan ng sitwasyon o kalalagayan ng bawat sa atin, halos hindi natin makita ang ating Panginoon. Sa bawat desisyon na ating gagawin, ay hindi tayo makapili pagkat natatakot tayo. Nababalot ang buhay natin ng sobrang pag-alala dahil na rin sa laki ng suliranin o panganib na nasa ating harapan. There will always be a battle. There will always be an enemy in this life, but you will never be alone or without God. In that, you can take courage and strength. He says to us, do not be afraid or terrified because of them. You're going to have enemies. Just face it. Some of them will be wolves in sheep clothing. Some of them will have been your friends. Some of them will be strangers. Some of them you may never see, but just know that you will have enemies. An old Chinese proverb say, you can judge the worth of a person by his enemies. At aminin sa inyo, gusto ko po ang kasabihan na yon. If the enemy of your soul is happy with where you are with God, then something is wrong with where you are with God. If you're not a threat or posing a threat to Him, then something is wrong. An enemy, by definition, is something to be defeated. He says to us, be strong and take courage. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them. Sa buhay natin ngayon mga kapatid, napakadaming suliranin na ating kinakaharap. Lalong higit sa sitwasyon na meron tayo. Ang sabi nga raw po sa isang sermon ni Chuck Swindoll, nagkakaroon na raw po ng kaisipan ang generation natin ngayon na kung saan masyadong mahirap ang isang bagay. Kaya, I'll quit. Ititigil ko na. At meron ding mga taong nagsasabing kung hindi ka na masaya, bitawan mo na. Iwanan mo na. Kung hindi ka na masaya sa iyong pag-aaral, it's either lumipat ka ng ibang eskwelahan o kaya magpalit ka ng ibang kurso. O kaya titigil na lang ako. Sa iba, ang pagdedesisyon na ang hirap naman ng trabaho na ginagawa ko, maghahanap na lang ako ng iba. Ano nga ba ang madaling trabaho? Sa iba naman, masyadong demanding ang hinihingi ng asawa ko. Iiwan ko na siya. Sa patuloy na sinasabi sa atin, Do not be afraid or terrified because of them. Madali nga ba ito? Of course not. It's never easy. Do you think it was easy for Jesus on the Via Dolorosa while carrying that cross, while being spit upon by the very people he had earlier healed, while being whipped and beat, while being nailed to the cross? I don't think so. But he did not quit or give in or give up. In the midst of our fear, in the midst of our sorrows, in the midst of our difficulties, in the midst of our battles, in the midst of our storms, in the midst of our confession, in the midst of our rolling billows or despair and desperation, we need our God and our Lord by our side. He says to us, be strong and courageous. Again, it's a decision to be made by every single one of us. We will all face terrors in the night, in the day, in our spirit, in our lives. But we have to make the decision to be strong and courageous. Mga kapatid, hindi raw po mahalaga kung paano tayo nagsimula, pagkat alam ng ating Panginoon kung saan niya tayo kumuha. Ngunit ang mahalaga kung paano tayo magtatapos ng matagumpay para sa kanyang banal na pangalan. Finishing well. Finishing well, mga kapatid. According kay Rick Warren, integrity is built by defeating the temptation to be dishonest. Humility grows when we refuse to be prideful. And endurance develops every time we reject the temptation to give up. Huwag tayong sumuko, mga kapatid, lalong higit sa sitwasyong ating kinalalagyan sa panahon na ito. Pagkos, patuloy nating alalahanin. Patuloy nating alalahanin. Be strong and of good courage. Fear not, nor be afraid of them, for the Lord your God, He it is that does go with you. He will not fail you, nor forsake you. Siya ang patuloy na magiging kasama natin sa lahat ng pagkakataon, sa lahat ng sitwasyon, mga kapatid. Tayo po ay manalangin. O Heavenly Father, we come to you right now, sa kababaan ng aming mga puso. Alam namin ang kapaguran na meron kami. Nalalaman niyo, Panginoon, ang bawat sugat na meron kami. Nalalaman niyo, Panginoon, kung gaano kabigat ang dalahin ng puso at ang buhay ng bawat isa. Ngunit patuloy sa inyong alaala, sa inyong salita, Panginoon, nagbibigay sa amin ng kalakasan. Patuloy nawa, maging kaagapay ka namin upang ang bawat suliranin, ang bawat desisyon na ito, Panginoon, ay aming mapagtagumpayan mula sa iyong banal na pangalan. Tulungan mo kami, Panginoon, na sa panahong aming kinalalagyan, sa krisis na meron ang buhay ng bawat sa amin, ay patuloy naming maranasan ang iyong yakap, ang iyong pagmamahal, ang iyong patuloy, Panginoon, pagkilos sa bawat isa sa amin. At hangad ko, Panginoon, na ang bawat isa sa amin ay sama-sama, Panginoong, magpapahayag kung paano ang buhay ng bawat sa amin ay yung kinalima, pinagtagumpay, at patuloy na ipinahayag na ikaw ang aming dakilang Diyos, na kahit kailan ay hindi nagkulang sa iyong mga anak. Sa iyo namin ibinibigay ang papuri at pasasalamat sa oras na ito. Sa ngalang mananak ng Espiritu Santo.